Howdy folks, it's your friend Fishing with Dom, and today I'm going to be doing a lure review and talking to you about one of my new favorite lipless crankbaits on the market, and that is the Rapala Rippin Rap. Now, unlike a lot of other lipless crankbaits on the market, these seriously catch fish. A lot of the baits, yeah, they'll catch fish. These catch fish year-round in many, many different conditions, and I'm going to tell you why. What's different with the Rippin Rap, when they fall, they nosedive, and they also flutter as they're going down through the water column. They have a hard rattle. There's about 3 or 4 stainless steel BBs on the interior of every Rippin Rap. They're available in different sizes. If you want to ice fish for perch, they have models as small as 1.5 inches that weigh 1/16 of an ounce. Or if you really want to fan cast and cast some big walleyes, they make them up to 7/8 of an ounce as well. Now this is the 1/2 ounce model, and I throw these and jig these almost anywhere I can get away with. You can rip them through the weeds, you can fish them around timber. They catch fish anywhere. I've caught a lot of walleye on Saginaw Bay with them. I've caught a lot of silver bass on Lake St. Clair. Caught them doing everything. In the springtime, this is one of my go-to baits for largemouth bass because we're allowed to fish for largemouth bass in the springtime, but we have to immediately release them. And the Rippin Rap is one of my go-tos for doing that. I always seem to catch it. They always swipe at it and end up, getting a piece of one of these VMC treble hooks. And surprisingly enough, these hooks stay sharp for a long time too. Now, what's different about the Rippin Rap? It has a belly design to it. It's really rounded. You don't see that in a majority of crankbaits. Catches fish. It's got this deep flutter action. The eyes are holographic, and the sides of the bait are textured with a scale-like pattern, if you'll call it that. And they look pretty realistic churning through the water. You don't have to ask me if they look realistic. Ask all the fish you'll catch when you pick up one of these baits. I don't work for Rapala. I'm not sponsored, but this golden shiner one right here, this is all sorts of sandpapered and dinged up. My first walleye I caught casting of 2017 was with this bait, and when I brought him in and put him in the net, you couldn't see it at all. He had the entire thing down his throat. Now, I'm going to fish with these a lot during the next several months. It's mid-January here in Michigan. When I get the chance, I'm going to throw this because I can cover a lot of water. I can fish it many different ways. I can jig it. I can yo-yo it back to the boat in deeper water. I can buzz it right underneath the surface. And if I'm just trying to catch something, keep myself going in the boat, whether I want to catch a pike or a walleye or a bass, I'm out there just fishing for fun. Lipless crankbaits always get the job done, but especially this Rippin Rap. I've caught pike with it. I've hooked in a nice size muskie. A lot of silver bass just go bananas for these lures. A lot of largemouth, several dozen walleyes with them. This is a different crankbait that's here to stay on the market for sure. It's a very slender design, so it's got this hard flash to it. It's got nice reflective eyes and a textured finish. I can't share enough how much I honestly like these baits. They get the job done, plain and simple. If you don't believe me, go try some for yourself, and I guarantee you're going to catch some fish with them. They work for me. I don't see why they can't work for you. But if you have any lures you would like for me to review, let me know in the comments section, and I'll go through there and definitely get my hands on them and see what I think, and if I can end up catching a fish on them, hopefully. So recommend the good lures. But other than that, thank you for watching Fishing with Dom. Bye-bye. Take it easy.